Welcome to a new episode of the Unleash, Ignite, Impact Show. I'm Tessa Maniolo. I am your legal design and high performance coach and your host for this show. We are now live streaming on LinkedIn, Facebook, and on the YouTube channel of Legal Creatives. I want to welcome you all live on this show. Also, those of you who will be watching the replay, I want to acknowledge that you taking the time to invest in your growth today, because that's what we talk at the Unleash, Ignite, Impact Show. We talk about how you can advance in your career and in your life so you can achieve your next level. Last year I decided to invest myself in getting certified as a high performance coach, and I decided to start 2021 with this series on the show in which we talk about the secrets of highly successful people. And there's a framework for success, believe it or not. It is a science-based framework. It has been proven that by working on those 9 skills, you can enhance your capacity to perform better, to be more productive, to be more focused, but also to have a sense of joy and being able to live a vibrant life. This is possible. This is what we talk on the show. So whoever is watching live, I see we have some live viewers, make sure to interact by telling me where you are watching this video from. Where are you in the world? I am lucky enough to have built one of the most amazing community in the legal design space. So you're probably in this space as well. I would love to know who's watching live and where you're tuning in from. But also, we are building now a community of high achievers around the world with this new brand. And this is why we have this new show. So today, really excited to be telling you what is the 7 element that is critical for you to achieve your next level this year. We have already talked a lot on the show about your clarity. Do you have a sense of clarity and certainty in your life and in your career as to what's your mission, your purpose? Also, what are your values? What do you value the most? Yesterday we talked a lot about that. What do we value the most? What are the skills also that we have that we feel we need to share more with the world? Oh, we have a friend from India. This is so nice. Thank you for being with us live. We also talked about energy. We also talked about the importance for you to take care of your mind, of your body, of your emotions, of your spirit, of your soul, for those of you who are spiritual. And today we're going to talk a bit more about that. I'm going to bring some more concepts from the East. I'm a fan of ancient practices from the Orient. We have someone from India watching, so you probably know even better than me, and it would be nice to have a conversation through the chat since we are live. We also talked about courage, the capacity for you to find this energy that you need to take bold action, to take those actions that will help you achieve your next level. We talked about productivity as an outcome of courage, energy, and clarity. We talked about influence in order to gain traction for your ideas. We talked about excellency yesterday on the show. And today, we're going to talk about the seventh skill you need to enhance, and what is it? Any ideas? Please let me know in the chat. Let's see if anyone can guess what is the 7th item on the list, the 7th skill. I'm starting to talk a lot about what is this skill. Well, it's about mindset mastery. Mindset mastery is one of my favorite topics on this list. And the reason for that is because everything starts with a thought or with a dream. Let's talk about thoughts for a moment. We all have positive and negative thoughts. For some reason, we tend to have more negative thoughts than positive thoughts, or at least it seems like we need to work harder to have those positive thoughts. So how do we get to master our minds? How do we get to achieve mastery right here? This is key for you to be even more successful. In fact, when you think about all of the athletes that are using this framework, because this framework is being used with athletes and some of the world's most successful people. So just think about the athletes you see on the TV. Before mastering their body and their capacity to perform at the highest levels, they are mastering their minds. They need to be at the top shape, not just in the body, but in their minds. They need to believe with conviction that they are capable of the highest levels of performance, that they are capable of beating their own record, being better than what they used to do yesterday. Every single day, it's about improving when you're an athlete. But when you're just like you and me, you're a professional, and you would like to gain more productivity, well, you need to start thinking more about your thoughts, your beliefs, and get to master your mind. Mastery of your mind. There are some techniques you can use. I would like to share a couple of techniques I'm using to help me master my own mindset, because this is not easy to wake up and say, let's become master of my own thoughts and beliefs and patterns. That's not easy. But once you get to meditate, that's the first strategy you can use, it gets easier, because you start to realize that there are some patterns in your mind, and that some of them are positive and others are negative. And once you meditate, you just acknowledge all of those thoughts, and you are able to stay focused on what matters the most to you right now, on what needs to be done right now, on also believing in your capacity to do even better. This is really important. This is mindset mastery through the practice of meditation. The more you practice meditation, or the more you practice another activity that will help you make sure to not get hooked by those negative patterns, but instead try to focus on the positive patterns and reinforcing your own beliefs, positive beliefs, and believing that you are able to achieve this with excellency. We talked about this yesterday. So once you get to master that, then you get to be more equanimous. And equanimity is a really, really important concept for happiness according to the Buddhist philosophy. Equanimity is about your capacity to stay calm and serene, and to be detached from any type of outcomes, any types of desire, any type of circumstances. It's your capacity to be calm and serene in a state of mind of psychological stability in a way that will leave you completely undisturbed no matter the circumstances, no matter the experience and the exposure. And the reason why equanimity is so important is because for you to be successful, and this is key, you need to be able to take the actions that you need to take to be more successful, to achieve more excellency in your life and in your work. But you also need to be detached from the outcome. And you may be surprised to hear me being detached from the outcome, because I always talk about defining outcomes and not just objectives. An outcome being what is the result you would like to see in your life, in your career. However, no matter how outcomes are important, or at least defining the outcomes is an important step in this framework, being detached from the outcome is also very important. To be detached, that means to be equanimous. So no matter what's happening in the world right now, I think we have an unfortunate great example with the pandemic. With everything that is happening in the world, I mean, it's complicated, right? It's very uncertain. It's changing, it's disruptive, it's preoccupying, it's very worrying, but you need to find a sense of calm and serenity in this chaos so you can take some actions that will help this world become a better world. I see we have a comment here about internal and external distribution could disturb the mindset. Can you overcome this by doing it methodically? Absolutely. Internal and external disruption, probably you mean. Absolutely. So, internal refers to emotions, but emotions are triggered by external events or the memory that you have of a past event. The body and the mind does not make a difference whether it's present, future, or past. When the emotion arises internally, the mind and the body is immediately reacting. So irrespective if you are experiencing a situation in this moment or just remembering a past situation or envisioning a future situation, your body is going to have an emotional reaction. And this emotional reaction, what you need to do is to acknowledge that it's present, it's alive inside you, and they are actually, all emotions are actually a reflection of a deeper fear or a deeper state of being, or, you know, it's not just fear. An emotion can reflect anger, it can reflect disgust, it can reflect some joy as well. It can reflect anxiety. So the emotion is a signal that is allowing you to understand better what's happening in your body and in your mind. So instead of rejecting it, it's just about accepting it and trying to understand why you are experiencing this emotion right now. This is for the internal aspect. So what I would say is acknowledge you are experiencing an emotion, whether it's positive or negative, trying to understand what it means, why you're experiencing this emotion. Do you have anger? Do you have anxiety? Do you have sadness? What is your state of being and what triggered it? Is it an external event that is happening, a memory, or something you're fearful in the future? Now, when it's external, it's also going to trigger emotions. So it's the same. External disruptions bringing the experience internally, and then you have to acknowledge it, try to understand it, and then be able to detach yourself from this emotion, although you accept it's living there, and then you can make better decisions. So I hope it's helpful. I would love to know your feedback, whether this explanation was helpful. But yes, there is a methodology, and I believe mindfulness is a great approach. The more you practice mindfulness, the easier it becomes for you to master your mind. To be equanimous, calm, serene, detached from the internal and external experiences, but you acknowledge they exist. It's not about refusing reality. On the contrary, it's about accepting the reality as it is, being able to see it as it is. And mindset is really, really important for you to be successful. It's about believing in yourself. It's about also acknowledging your emotions. I'm happy to hear that this was helpful. Thank you for the feedback. And it's about also reaching a level of mastery that is so strong, if I can say so, because I don't know if there's a level of mastery, either you're a master or you're learning to be a master, but once you reach mastery, then the beauty of mindfulness, equanimity, and being able to be more in control of your thoughts is that it becomes so solid that even your subconscious mind cannot interfere with your decisions. And so I don't want to sound too esoteric, but we all know we have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. That's why we dream at night. At night we have a subconscious mind who is allowed freely to express itself because we're sleeping and we are sort of putting our front brain into pose, and it's allowing the subconscious mind to sort of express itself. And this subconscious mind is constantly working in the daytime as well. That means we have this subconscious mind that is sending us triggers, information, trying to, lead us in some ways. And at times, this subconscious mind has a program that is completely outdated because it has collected so much information since we were born. And at times, information that may not have been so positive, but still those information are sort of stocked in our subconscious mind and trying to send us information every single day and night. And the power of getting a master of your mind is that the more you get to master your own mind, the less the subconscious mind is going to interfere with you, and you're going to be able also to sort of clean this program, to sort of reprogram it based on your current situation. So all of the information from the past that is stocked, for instance, negative experiences that may still be sort of traumatic and stored in the subconscious mind, you still acknowledge they're here. It's just like the emotions. You acknowledge they're here, but you no longer get hooked by those informations that are outdated in your subconscious mind. And so I hope this is not sounding too esoteric, but it's very scientific. There's been a lot of research that has been done in biology and other fields as to how, and psychology of course, how this works. And mastery of your mind is also about making sure that you are more in control of your thoughts and your beliefs with less interference, if not even no interference, from your subconscious mind. I know I've been talking a lot. It's almost 20 minutes we are live. I like to keep those videos fairly short, under 20 minutes. But before I go, I'd love to know what you loved about today's show, today's episode on mastery of your mind. Do you feel you're going to be a better master of your mind? Let me leave you on this question. If you had to mentor someone and describe how your mindset made you successful, because you've had many successes in your life already, and so what would you tell them? What would you tell a mentor, someone you're mentoring right now, what would you tell them about the mindset that helped you become more successful? Whatever you answer, make sure to use more of that in your life and in your career right now, so you can be even more successful by mastering your thoughts, your beliefs, and your mind. Before we go, I want to let everybody know, especially those of you who are in the legal design space, because we have this really special mastery membership at Lego Creatives. And those of you who would like to be coached by me in a group setting throughout the year on those topics that will make you more successful this year by working on the items I'm sharing with you, I want to let you know we have this really, really unique and new membership that is going to be for 1 year. It's 1 year. January already started, and for that reason, you have just 2 days left to make up your mind and join this mastery program. You also get access to our Lego design series that are available 24/7 on the platform, so you can watch them at your own time, get to learn what is Lego design and innovation. I've been really fortunate to manage to grow the biggest and most engaged community in Lego design in the world. And right now we are starting a new challenge that is called the App Store Lego Design Challenge. I'm really excited about this challenge because it's not just about redesigning documents, but it's really about prototyping new tools, solutions, products, systems to ensure privacy for all in the digital world. Really, really excited for this. And we have already started to make the teams, but if you would like to join, you have until tomorrow because it's January. We are on track to make this the most productive year yet. And if you would like to be a part of this, you are so welcome. Now, I'm also building this new brand, this high performance genius brand. That is my coaching brand, in which I get to start this community of high achievers. And this is why we have the show, to also make this announcement that you can get to work with me for high performance and not just Lego design. And we are building this community, so if you would like to be a part of it, make sure to follow me, come back to the show every single day with more strategies on high performance to help you gain more productivity, more focus, and more joy. Thank you so much for being here. I really hope this was a useful episode. We are getting into the more advanced material of the framework. Today we talked about mindset mastery. Tomorrow we talk about mastering another topic. So the content is more advanced, but I'm sure you are getting a lot of insights. And if you're watching, I know you're ready for this. So let's make something extraordinary today. I truly believe it is possible to experience an extraordinary life, but it means you have to decide for yourself that you're gonna be not letting those negative thoughts hook you, but instead you're gonna focus on the positive, focusing on reinforcing your own positive beliefs. And also that means taking action, practicing your skill, whatever you're doing, getting even better at it every single day. So by building your confidence through experience, you're gonna get so much better. I can't wait to see you grow. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Again, if you think this could be useful to a friend or a colleague, make sure to tag them or to share this video with them. It's a pleasure to be with you on LinkedIn, Facebook, and the YouTube channel for Lego Creatives. I can't wait to see you make this year the most productive year yet. Let's go together.